cringe, bro.
Slightly. It really is funny that your initials are OST.
I'm original soundtrack. We just Hydro dipped a $1,200 CPU.
We just...
Okay, you can...
well, we're already going.
You've already started recording.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, it's not broken. Or so I think. Welcome everybody to Tangents.
I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for that.
We're not supposed to be ready.
Well, no, we need a little bit of readiness so that way we don't, start watching, what is this, Star Wars The Clone Wars? Dang, that looks kind of bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's whack. Okay, there we go, now I can focus.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Anakin is a piece of shit.
Well,
and
a little bit.
The Clone Wars doesn't help it at all. It doesn't take away the fact that he did slaughter younglings.
I don't know why I'm laughing, but, yeah, you're right. The way that you worded that was funnier than the act itself. And it's
watching it, it's just, oh my god, that part actually, it wasn't the mean kind, it made me cringe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the prequel trilogy is literally, a collective of, 5 hours of, straight cringe.
It's not straight cringe.
Or at least, I hate sand. It's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
Honestly, that was just funny.
Yeah, but like we mentioned, episode before last, it
really
does have a little bit
is that
of cringe.
Anakin isn't the acting was bad. It wasn't that bad as far as just itself is concerned. When you put things in a vacuum, the acting is what kills it.
Mm-hmm. And also, well, I mean, the visuals kind of did. The set design of the original trilogy had a lot of charm to it because everything was practical. They didn't really have, or almost everything was practical. They had to find a way around not having technology. And the prequel trilogy, it very much so seems like they lean kind of heavily on that to support them, and it kind of does show, and it kind of bogs down the experience. It isn't
I don't think that was what killed it, though. No, it really was.
But it definitely doesn't exactly patch any of the holes in that ship. It's still taking on water because of it. Or,
it's still losing oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
it's getting harder to breathe!
We have several holes in the hull. We're losing everything.
Oh, yes. And apologies, people, for not having an episode last week. Things just kind of went a bit wacky there, but...
Yeah, it just wasn't optimal. Even this week, we're kind of on thin ice, because the recording itself is happening a day late, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, folks. We posted cringe.
Yeah. All right, that's where we end the episode. I just beat your fan to death again.
Yeah, that was great. How did you folks like striking me down in the last episode? That must have been fun to listen to. Bodily harm and all.
Yeah. I just absolutely crushed Aaron.
I did?
Yes. I literally did. Passively.
Did I?
Yes, you did. It was cringe. You posted cringe.
When did I say it?
Just now, right before I responded.
Oh. Well, I guess I have to cut out this bit to make it fit.
No, you don't. You could just edit in Randy and Aaron.
Oh, okay. I'm literally going to do that. I've done it twice already. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. And again, and again, and again. But it's occurred to me, I was thinking about it. I think the reason why we haven't exploded in popularity yet is mainly due to the fact that we haven't experienced we don't have what the Bread Boys have. Visceral comedy. You need to shoot me.
All right,
grab that gun.
Ready?
Ready? On your marks.
Get set. Go.
You killed me.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a...
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is an aerobic multi-stage capacity performance test that gets harder as it continues. I don't know the whole bit, but like there was a time when
fitness gram pacer test begins in 30 seconds. Line up at the start.
Let's see.
It's great. It was talking about the rules of the dings and the ding and the beep.
The ding and the beep and a ding and a ding. You and I just start doing scat in the middle of the thing.
Skibbity bop beep bop bop.
Skibbly boom.
Skibbly boom.
Beep bop 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 bop.
It's kind of funny because the word scat literally means shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, you swore.
Oh no, looks like I have to go into the forever box.
Oh yeah, an entire episode where that's what's really waiting for everyone at the 1 million subscriber milestone. You and I just go to the forever box.
Yes.
For our literal like
I have a feeling that the forever box is like a combination of the Backrooms, the Matrix, and whatever the hell else we can come up with for it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it'd be fun if you and I just had like just a shed that we could conventionally use for like live action like skits and everything. But like they would legitimately only have to like they couldn't make sense. The skits would not be able to make sense. They would be funny, of course, but like if you tried to decipher them, you just couldn't.
Well, I mean, it's just like the first ever Bread Boys video. Son, have you been reading heresy? Unacceptable.
And then followed by just like an actual like scream of fear. If you folks don't know, we love the Bread Boys here. They're great men.
It's just if you haven't been watching them, then you've been reading heresy, and that is unacceptable.
Oh man! Oh wait, you want to know what I just remembered existed? There's like a website called Traders of America, and I really pull it up. I think that we have a new challenge on our podcast speedrun is to get on the is to be considered traders.
Oh yes, I'm on volume 5. What is it?
Traders of America.
Traders or traders?
Traitors, as in uragirimono.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
I don't
Traders of America. What?
List. Third one from the top.
Okay.
Or maybe that's the
Traders Requiem lyrics.
Oh, okay. Where is it? Where is it?
List of people convicted of treason.
Randy and Aaron are at the very top for mass amounts of piracy.
Is it a website?
Maybe. Well, click on the Know Your Meme. They're very reliable. Maybe it'll have a link to it.
If it's too new, they just won't have it.
Okay. Part of a series on One Angry Gamer. Updated about 13 hours ago.
Added 3 days ago by Matt.
Status submission, type controversy. They published a list, but where did they publish it? We may just have to look into it later. I don't know, but I think we should speedrun it and get put on the traders list as quickly as possible.
Yes. I hate
No. I don't think they're looking for that type of trader.
Well, that'd be a traitor.
No, I think that we show that we're traders by caring about other people. Ba-dum-bum.
That just doesn't hit as hard as the actual drum line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll have to edit it in.
I guess I see her using the royal we again, or the communist we, as in I will edit it in again.
I'm getting a call.
I see. Well, I'll sit by quietly.
Dad?
Yeah, what's up? Where you at?
Friend's house. Mom didn't tell you? Oh, okay, well, I let her know where I was. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know when she would be leaving, but I trusted her, dang it. Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for worrying about me. He wanted to harass me, but I wasn't in my shed. Alright. Yeah, I plan on it. See ya. Bye. Leave that in or not?
I won't leave it in. I mean, it's your own personal business. Unless, of course, you just want it in.
Well, I didn't say anything too controversial in there. Some of it was potentially funny. Like the bit about harassing me in my shed.
Yeah, well. Well, I mean, I'll leave it up to you. Do I leave it in or not?
Yeah, sure. There's nothing against it.
Alright. Well, I guess they're just gonna...
I don't have a good reason to tell you no.
I see. Well, I mean, simply put, just if you didn't want to, then, you know, if you didn't want it in, that's a good enough reason. I don't need you to fill out the form as per usual.
I wonder if that's even being picked up. Here, let's pull it up, back up. So
typically it recognizes it, but just a little bit.
Yeah, let's see.
No, this would be way more impactful.
You peeked it. Oh, hold on. Stop.
Oh. Well,
it wasn't as high. Whatever.
Regardless, key tapping, you know, it don't matter too much. Do you think that it's that like us staying away from politics that we have? Do you think that that's sustainable in the long term, or do you think that we're bound to have a day where we happen to or we must address? Well, let's just say the way that the world's going.
Well, it's never a must unless we're in the middle of being nuked by North Korea.
Well, I think that if we're in the middle of it, I think that we kind of have bigger fries to fish.
Bigger fries to fish.
Yes,
got
sir.
it. Just fishing for fries.
Or, you know, I mean, I think that if we're recording a podcast while the world is like while our backyards are literally being nuked, I think that I don't know. I think that maybe our priorities might be in the wrong order.
Yeah. Or like, why the hell we're getting nuked? We just label the podcast as that. That'd be funny.
We labeled this episode as "Why the H are we getting nuked?"
Why the H bomb are we getting?
Oh, that would be great. It would be grand.
Well, I think everyone's too busy with their own country's nonsense to bomb anyone.
Yeah.
Like, you know, North Korea just shooting coronavirus patients.
Yeah, but then again...
Oh, hey, pandemic? No, there isn't.
Wow, North Korea, these numbers are going really high. Wait, they're going down. Why are they going down? Why are they going down? Oh, they're no longer alive. We shot them. With a gun. With many guns, in fact. We do this often, but at least we have a reason this time.
You know, it's kind of funny how in lots of firing squads, well, what they'll do is they'll have 5 people trained on an individual, and only one of them will not have a blank in their chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've read about that, so that way none of them know quite who killed them.
Yeah, although you can probably judge by, you know, your iron sights on them, and suddenly the area you were aiming at is deformed. Like, that's how you know.
Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could. But I mean, it's very different from the American
German
way.
officers. What firing squad? They only needs one.
We take pride in this. No, conventional state ordained.
Wir brauchen nur eins.
Yeah, state ordained execution methods are way more just like, yeah, you kind of know who's doing it. I mean, like the electric chair, you know who's flipping that lever. Or lethal injection, you know the doctor that's going about that.
Well, time to...
Let's just bring back stoning, I'm saying.
Well, no. Let's bring back a public flogging.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I'm just kidding. Let's bring back death by hanging.
Okay, no.
Yes.
No.
It's public. People watch it. They're like, oh, I don't want to get hanged. May as well stop raping little boys.
Hanged.
May as well stop touching little boys.
Give me a break.
Yada.
Oh, wait, that's what's wrong. I haven't been wearing my hat.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Just gestures at you whilst putting on hat.
Bakara! Yeah, it doesn't.
It always comes back to JoJo. We're going to actually like choke out our fan base, and their choices are going to be watch JoJo, or just stop watching our content or listening to our content, more or less.
Well, I mean, if they really don't want to watch JoJo, then what's the point of avoiding the spoilers?
Yeah,
like that's where we're at, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to avoid spoilers for shows that I have the will to, or I might have the will to watch. I never really want to risk, like, getting ready to watch something and I'm like, oh yeah, I know that he dies before the end of it. Except, whenever I'm thinking of stories, I kind of don't have that benefit because I kind of, like, my brain's just like, oh yeah, he's gonna die. Have fun with that. Make it theatrical.
Turns out he just gets his head lopped off by a fucking sword. It's just instantaneous. There is no theatrics. He's just dead.
Nah, he just dies in his bed.
It's even worse. His sword is called the Nail.
Yeah,
the knight's sword is the Nail.
For those of you who don't have access to my home screen, Randy's referring to Hollow Knight.
The Knight from Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my favorite video game, and Randy's if he plays it.
Shut up, Aaron.
I'm just dying here.
Yeah, we can't, get the names right. Who the hell are freaking?
I'm just gonna do like the swearing like beep. So that way they have like people are just like, what are they saying? What are they saying? What are they saying? Who are these people? Who are these people?
When they say who the hell are, who do they mean?
Yeah, I'm just going to use the time stop noise. Or Zahand. Zahand has erased the names. Or scraped away, I think is the proper wording. Nah. Yeah, we have more freedom now. How are you feeling about the newfound freedom now that we're men? We can do anything.
No, we can't. We still have to obey the law. Otherwise, they shoot us.
Well...
Because... in Texas, they assume that we have a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, but, well...
And so, anticipating that, they're just like, well, time to die.
Maybe I should stop wearing my jacket all times of the year.
Why would you do that? It's an intimidation factor when you're not breaking the law.
Yeah, but then again, like, I don't want to be intimidating. I want to be approachable.
The menacing symbols appeared.
I'm just like, I don't even control this. This just takes off the jacket. Everything is fine, but I put it back on and like everyone's like afraid of me again. I just have natural passive intimidation. No, I do not. The only thing that I constantly have when I'm not talking with someone I know is just a straight face.
How long are you gonna wear that?
What, my face? I don't know. Long
no,
term?
Your straight one. You just rip it off and put on a smiling face.
Or I made an audible like, yeah. Ah, that hurts.
Yeah, a little bit.
Itay. No, you grab like the sides of your cheeks and you just kind of shake them. You just kind of run them back and forth. Just. I don't think I even picked it up.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're lapping a freaking water. Yeah, it's good to like. It's good to not be smiling when you're doing it, but whenever I do it, I instantly start smiling just because it's funny. You sound like you're how to basic mixing up another recipe.
Fixing a computer.
My hat's jingling.
Yep.
It's like I'm Santa's helper and I got a little bell on my hat.
That kind of hurts. I pinched myself a little too hard.
Yeah, you got aggressive with it.
It's not registering. You aren't loud enough. You need to
I
go
forgot.
in.
I forgot my water. Because water is important, especially given the fact that it's summer. We have to drink plenty of water and stay hydrated. Oh, and then I just choke on it and die.
Yes, you die.
You know,
because you drink the thing you need to live.
Mm-hmm. That's just how it'd be.
Imagine you're like about to get your life saved by some medicine, you fucking choke on it, and that's your last few seconds.
You choke on a lifesaver.
It was made like that so you could still breathe even if it's in your lungs.
Yes, because I can breathe sideways. Or breathe when it's... I mean... Yeah, when you think about it.
Yeah, air can pass right through it. It's safe. Like, you can't choke on a lifesaver unless you've, like, chomped it down for 5 minutes straight and it's another shape.
Well, I mean, it getting lodged in your throat is still counterproductive, and that could still... I mean, that still doesn't exactly facilitate... It doesn't exactly make it easier.
Yeah, and I guess the trade-off is that it's harder to push out when someone punches you in the... does the Heimlich maneuver.
Let me see.
Punches you in the... does the Heimlich.
I should probably be typing it up on there so that way people can see, but it really doesn't matter since it's just more informational. It's not visual. Is it possible to choke on air on a lifesaver? There it is. Okay, has anyone ever choked on a lifesaver?
Quora.
Oh, I hate Quora.
Why?
Because, I don't know, I think it's more or less the case of I just had an account with them, and, like, I went through and deleted my account, and then I went back, and then, like, I happened to accidentally click on... No, I do not want to sign in. I clicked on it, and, like, no kidding, wound up with, like, it just acted as though I had never shut down my account, and it, like, it annoyed me. Anyway, it's weird, things suffocating, can't make a sound. How can I effectively edit my own No. Okay, so apparently someone did. Yeah, apparently it may be... Oh, one similar hard candy the same size. Yes, it's scary. Happened to me like 10 minutes ago. That's weird. Oh, okay. Mint Lifesaver. I was laughing really hard at a video. Oh, well, that was just buffoonery. Yeah, okay. So apparently, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, but I think you can't, like, die from it.
Wait, hold on a second. If you mean the candy, no. Well, I mean... 2 people have said they did. Wow, this man's like... They even have a funny profile picture. Or it may just be the man. Neither a leader nor a follower, just a chocolate addict.
Great.
Facebook.
Chocolate, horses, cheeseburger, and steak, huh?
Man, what a man. Seems like a nice guy, though. Okay, so... Yeah, so... I guess it maybe does? I don't know, it maybe just, like, depends.
If it splits in half, like, if you accidentally, like, try to swallow it and it doesn't work, I think you'll be in a lot less trouble than if you chew it up and then you start choking on little bits.
Yeah, a Jolly Rancher is straight up choke down territory.
Yes.
Like, it's like, if you try to deep throat that one, that's going down. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. I lost more than you could ever know.
You can't say you're pansexual if you haven't deep throated a pen.
I don't know how to feel about that statement other than, like, somewhat, like, confusion.
No, it's because there's an image of it's on Tumblr.
Well, and the issue. I don't
he's holding a pan. The next picture is him with the handle.
Oh, so it's like the joke is that he actually deep throated it, but you die. That's not how pans work. That's not how the human body works. You can't just deep throat. Well, I mean, if he did, then he did. But man.
Well, no, I know exactly how he did it. It was probably one of those ones where you can unscrew the handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I mean, if his cheeks weren't bulging out from the bottom of the pan, then, like, obviously he did something. It was
a really big fucking pan. He wouldn't have fit it no matter what he did.
Of course not. He'd have to like split open his jaw or his cheeks, and then he couldn't do. And then he couldn't do this. Just Yeah, people are going to like leave comments. This one time, just stop that and don't ever do that cheek thing again.
What? You thought we were doing it with the cheeks on our face?
No. Randy and Aaron are back at it again with that brand new thing.
Called...
Just cheap Shlacking. Cheek Shlacking. I like that name, honestly.
All right.
Oh, that's the episode name. Cheek Shlacking.
Cheek Shlacking.
Cheek Shlacking.
Cheek Shlacking. Although, you know, it brings us back to the question, which is heavier?
A kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? That's right. A kilogram of steel. Because steel is heavier than feathers. I was listening to the video, and it almost sounds like instead of an R, there's an L, so feathers.
Feathers?
Yeah, and it honestly makes it sound more like the accent. It turns like feathers to feathers. Aye.
Feathers.
Nah, feathers.
Feathers.
Yeah, there we go, Conrad. It's feathers.
Conrad? What do you think I am? A Russian?
Yes.
No. I'm from Scotland.
Wait, no. I've realized it. I get it now. You're not from Scotland. You're not from Russia. You're Wyoming.
No.
Okay, we don't need to yell too much. We don't want to get a noise complaint now.
Yes. The noise complaint will come in, you know, the form of, I can hear you from the kitchen. Please shut the fuck up.
Oh, no. Okay, in a situation where you and I could not laugh, like, I don't know, maybe there's, like, more severe consequences for laughing, who do you think would laugh first?
Probably me. Every time, as soon as it's like, don't laugh, it's just when it's not even funny.
Yeah. So if we record content, extra content, you know, a little bit of bonus content, which I think that would be nice to do, is record just a bit of bonus content, not too much, but just maybe just a bit of the funnies. Yes. Something simple that, you know, supplementary content. I forget what I was saying, but all I know is that that's something that Randy and I want to give a shot later on. And by later on, we mean very soon. Like, probably after we finish our hour-long session, of which we are at 27 minutes and 40 seconds.
Potatoes.
Mangoes.
Yams.
These are the foods that I have in my drawer. No.
Bananas.
Chips are hot cookies. Would you like one?
Yes, I would.
They're big boys.
Kumki.
I think you're about to say kumki. And I was about to be very weirded out. I also have other things like pudding. I have just a random assortment. Yeah, for the people of you at home who do not have access to my drawer, Gavin, I know you do. Yeah, I just have a random assortment of snack foods in my drawer. It just is what it is. Gavin! He's gonna think we're calling out to him.
Yep.
Man.
If he watches this episode, because, you know, he's done with the part of JoJo that we were spoiling for him.
Yeah, essentially. Well, I mean, we weren't spoiling it for him. He chose to listen. We gave him the spoiler warning. We gave him the ETA, you know, to estimate time the spoilers would arrive. And he chose to listen. We can't help it then.
And then he started crying.
Yeah, it was really uncomfortable.
Yeah, because he was just sitting in the closet and crying.
Yeah, it really made the bar mitzvah awkward. Yeah, neither of us are Jewish, I don't think.
Nope.
I don't think either of us actually have any Jewish in our family. Like, my mom has flat out told me that we do not have Jewish in our family, but I can't help but think that maybe it's a little bit wrong.
Maybe there's one heretic down the line.
I don't know. Maybe a marriage went goofaroonie.
Because, you know, he dropped his pants one day and, you know, there it was. He wasn't circumcised. When did you miss your bar mitzvah?
Just starts doing the Japanese. Just Dojio, Dojio. Which means, what do? They say it like a lot. Something goes wrong. The Japanese. Dojio.
Oh, that's just anime characters.
Well, yeah, I know.
When it animate. There it is. The yellow line, just peeking.
Oh no, it also peaked?
You're snorting. It's great.
I can't help it. I don't know. I thought I had something, but I just kind of was I don't know, maybe I'll just stay quiet for a few moments and then
Nothing.
Randy, your face of just disappointment and just kind of a little bit of contempt just kind of got me. Oh man. Something I thought about.
Damn it, Aaron.
It occurred to me we could play the question game on one of these, but then again that would take up a bit too much time and could get a bit whack. Wait, have you been around for us to play the question game?
I don't think I have.
Okay, so essentially it's best with multiple people, but you can do it one-on-one. And essentially, for those of you who want to play at home, announcer voice. For those of you who want to play at home, the rules are simple. You turn to the person to your left and you ask them a question. While you are asking the question or being asked a question, you cannot laugh or smile. You must keep a poker face on. Your question can be about anything so long as it is a question. The person who was asked the question does not answer. Instead, they turn to the person to their left and ask them a question, and the cycle continues. Line up at the start.
So, let's start the question game. Aaron, are your nipples hard?
Okay, so... No, but... I mean... You laughed the fact that you laughed would mean that you lost. You laugh. You lose. We're slowly going to start stealing PewDiePie's content starting next week. That's what the bonus content is. It's just his videos.
Yes, it's you thought it was Aaron and Randy's nonsense, but extra. No, it's just PewDiePie. That's all it is.
Yeah, because after all, everyone on YouTube, it's just PewDiePie. It's like the Spartacus incident, but real. Everyone's PewDiePie. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll dish out a question. How's it going?
Better question is, are your glasses round or square?
Would you let me borrow your car?
What? That was so out of left field.
I know, that's the idea, is you're supposed to throw them off without laughing, but the issue I run into is I think of the funnies and then I just immediately laugh.
You think and you just start laughing.
Well, with our mutual friend Jessica, we were playing the game, hanging out the other day, and I just thought I was like, okay, I'm going to think of just a really simple question, just, how are you doing? And I was like, okay, she won't lose, I won't lose, we'll be fine. And I turned to her and I just go, how you doing? And she broke, just started laughing because she was like, I expected something else. And then the rounds progressed. I lost, of course, because I laugh way too easily for my own good, ever since I was really young. And then I don't know, I was the order changed and everything, and the person who was dishing out a question, he just looked at me with so much despair in his eyes and just why am I alive? And he seemed like he meant it, and that's what it just immediately broke me. It just immediately.
What a question, though. Are your nipples hard?
Better question is just, are yours?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no. You could change the phrasing of that and make it funnier. Aren't yours.
Aren't yours. It's just it's cold, man.
I don't know. It's cold. I didn't bring a jacket.
Bing!
No, stop that. Oh, my word. Oh, no.
Oh, no!
It's occurred to me. We don't really talk to them too much, so tell us, how was y'all's day?
Put it down in the comments below.
No, tell us right now. But don't wait for later. Tell us now. Come on, say something. We're giving you the time. We're giving you the opportunity. Say something. Look at them. They're not saying anything. Do they have no respect?
I think they just don't care.
But
we're old news.
We weren't even new news. Did I say that wrong? I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it as new news. We weren't even the hot topic. We weren't
news. It's cringe.
Okay. They posted cringe. What do we do? They didn't respond. They didn't tell us how their day is.
It's time to block every single one of our subscribers.
Yeah,
everyone who watches this video,
let's see the sub count. No, I'm kidding. Those are just numbers at the end of the day. It's the people who engage and, legitimately comment and talk to us that, and that matter most.
When's the last time we've had a commenter?
I think one person, and they said, "Great stuff. Do you want to be like a YouTube partner?" And it's like it's another YouTuber, and I'm like,
"No."
It's like, "Thank you." I was like, "Thank you," and that's it. I don't really know how to respond to that because like probably means well, but like
just
I don't
tell
really.
them, well, you know what? No. Just be like, we're not in it for the money, and the fact that you're offering it means that you just don't know. You don't know what we're about, so you don't know how to make money off of us.
I think it was literally on the second episode. But also, I don't know like what YouTube partner would entail. I don't think money would probably be involved. We're just two dudes in my bedroom.
Yeah, we're literally two dudes in his bedroom.
Honestly, and I feel like even if that's all we ever are, it's just two. We're having a good time, and that's all that it needs to be.
Yeah. Numbers are just kind of gay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I hate math, man. Because numbers are gay. I don't want to be gay by doing numbers.
Yeah, I still remember when I walked in and you were beating up your textbook. I didn't really understand what that was about, but I figured that there was a reason.
It had to be punished. It was doing wrong by the Lord's name.
I see. That still really just threw off the entire rest of the bar mitzvah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not something that God would approve of. He doesn't approve of thinking. Using your mind? What the hell is that in the face of, like, heaven and hell? Come on.
It's not right. It's not right.
Yes, I know. That's the point of the joke.
But I'm not laughing. Why do you practice heresy, son?
Because I like it whenever things feel good in the moment. Whenever I have to think about the future, I just cringe.
I see. Similar to how when I think about the future, it's just kind of overwhelming existential dread. I mean, the future is a great place that I can't wait to be in. If it were a town, I'd live in it all the time.
And that's your problem. You don't think of the present.
No, I'm just kidding. I think way too much of the past.
That's everyone.
Well, yeah, but what does the past really have to offer? Like, I think of like the past, and while it was good, it wasn't completely good. Past, like all time, past, present, and future, it's a matter of balance. While there are some things that made it worth it at the time, the key word there is at the time. It wasn't all purely good or all purely bad.
Yes.
So yeah, buy my inspirational health book.
Health book? You're literally a stick, man.
Yeah, I know. Mental health.
I just pull your brain out of your head. It's literally a stick, man. Just look at it.
Look at how soft this is. Smooth brain, I think it is. Smooth brain.
I have the smoothest brain.
We're just smooth gang. No. If I were at part of any gang, it would be the Dutch Vanderlyn gang. Hoster of Saucer Loss with
and
Dutch,
also with
Dutch Vanderlyn.
No, I think
Arthur,
it was
show us your hentai.
Saucer Loss with the Vanderlyn gang. Arthur, show us your hentai. All right, Dutch. Let's see what I can pull out. Big titties, fat ass.
Why is this like? Why are
it always comes back to it?
It always
the same memes over and over again. Yeah. We are cringe.
Well, then again, they knew that. People who call out other people for things are typically the things themselves. We call out cringe because we are cringe. Cringe knows as cringe does.
Yes.
Or cringe sees as cringe does.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think there's like for one of like the DLC for Hollow Knight, like some higher being or whatever calls you like a cringer, like thou vile cringer, and I love it so much.
Thou vile cringer.
Mm-hmm.
Just infinite psychic damage right there.
Yeah. Just extreme vicious mockery. 9th level.
Why are we talking about vicious mockery? We should talk about... What else do you psychic damage?
I don't know. I just think of vicious mockery because that's like, it's just funny. Because like, it literally is just mockery, but it actually like hurts you.
9th level phantasmal force.
My bones may be strong, but my feelings aren't.
Sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will break my soul.
Oh, I thought you were about to recite. I think it was the Fairly Odd Parents that, like, it's like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words leave psychological wounds that will never heal.
Quoting Fairly Odd Parents.
I think that's from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Psychological scars that will never heal.
Psychological wounds. Wounds. I've got wounds.
See, sticks and stones may break my bones, but you can't extract them unless you have a shotgun.
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be fun to, like, maybe one day expand the platforms that we bring tangents to people on.
Yeah, but we kind of need followers.
Mm-hmm.
Or subscribers. And, until we have those, which we're not rushing to have, we probably will just stick to here.
I feel like now is like a perfect time for just a little bit of a shameless plug. To subscribe, because we still don't have actual social media like we've maybe been planning to do for a little while now.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like I said, what was it, like 2 episodes ago? We could do this on the podcast, but then again, we're not going to.
Yeah, because we're too busy talking to each other.
And we also have other things in real life that, take up our time.
Well, what things, though? We just graduated high school.
Well, I was going to say, like, Path of Exile. That's important.
Video games.
And anime.
Anime.
Sounds like...
yes. Like,
Long
Here,
Horizon.
what do I have open here? Yes, Log Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
The pirated edition. See that?
Quality content.
See this? Perfect. Actually, I think that there's a page in here where she's in... And also, hold on. There was a funny I just went over. Not that. There it is. There's the funny. Do you see that, folks? That we just passed by the funny.
I don't think I'm going to laugh.
Well, you should have. Because...
I'm sorry, man. Didn't laugh.
You're making me cringe here.
I'm sorry, man. It just... That's making me cringe. Dutch. Oh, no, that's just quality.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Katsuki's introduction, though, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
This is just anime, but a book.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Perfection. Here, let me zoom out a little bit.
That's nice.
It's perfect. Must protect.png.
I mean, yeah.
It doesn't get better than this, boys.
Well,
We'll just leave that up there for like 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, I could have, by the time that Future Me has edited this, I could have shortened the time that it's up.
You will not. You
I will
not.
Yeah, I will. I'm just going to do it. Going to do it to him. I mean, we have the time. We have. I like though that like this podcast gives us the chance to talk about the things that we enjoy. So like like Log Horizon.
Yes.
Recently, Path of Exile. I've been devoting some time to that. It's like some time too.
Some.
Yeah, some time.
Literally every second of free time you've had has been dumped into it.
Not quite. I've also been watching K-On!
Yes, that's right.
It's pretty nice.
The anime where you look at cute girls fumble about musical instruments. It's honestly a beautiful time. I don't think they could have done that better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, honestly, it's just nice to watch. I like watching it. It's not like, or how do I want to describe it? I just enjoy it. It's content that I can watch passively.
It doesn't make you cringe.
Not even that. It's just I can watch it and it's just enjoyable. It's just inherently just is entertaining. And I like content like that. It's like it's not addictive. I'm not like
Must
binging.
watch, but it's also not. It doesn't make you put it down at all.
I mean, it's just the general tempo and pacing of the show. It's just watch it when you want, and just whenever you want. Watch it how you like and when you like. And I like shows that have that sort of vibe about them.
Yep. Pick it up, put it down. It don't matter. It's not going to change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you touched my leg.
Stop it. Yield.
Well, I don't see the yield sign because I don't know how to read signs.
That can't stop me because I can't read.
Obviously, a failure of the United States education system.
We're at 46 minutes. This
Hell
one's
yeah.
flown by. Although I fear that our power band is the end of our power band is coming up.
Well, if you say things like that, they usually happen. So keep your mouth shut, okay?
But I've already said it.
I'm sorry. I just gear up to strike Aaron.
I mean, that's what this needs. It needs more visceral action. It needs shock factor.
Well, that's why I beat the crap out of your fan last episode.
Yeah, my fan. Yeah, that's totally my fan. Totally my fan. Nobody worry. It was just my fan.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't his bones.
Yep.
I didn't send him to the floor and just, watch as he gains a pool of blood.
Mm-hmm. You think I noticed that, like the after credit scenes, they're sort of, trending, getting a little bit longer each time, I think. And I just wonder if it's just going to be the credits and just a second podcast at one point.
Yeah.
It literally just picks right back up. There is no, it has the credits, it's all done, and that's it.
Yep.
And then, it's just it again.
This would be episode 6, right?
No, episode 5.
Okay.
It would have been episode 6 if we'd have met up
Done
last
with
week.
last week, yes.
Yeah, but...
That was... I think that was all my fault.
Yeah, you schlepped.
Alright, time to
And
kill
then
myself.
Sunday I was busy with work and such. But I mean, I'm not busy with work and such anymore.
I don't have a job. That doesn't seem like something to be happy about, and I don't think you are. I just don't think you are.
Well, having a job would be nice, but then again, I don't know.
Mummy, I want Mummy.
Yeah, but I mean, there's other avenues that I'd rather acquire funds through. Honestly, getting paid to just talk with my best friend, that would be wonderful.
Yes, we're not putting ads on the videos until 1 million subscribers, and then we'll give you our faces.
Wait, 1 million?
Yes.
We just said an episode or two ago that we may not get to 1 million. Okay, let's meet in the middle, 100,000.
Well,
Given that we're currently sitting at 15, I think 100,000 is amicable.
Well, I feel like 1 million is where everything happens. We show our faces, we start getting money, and it's just because we'll never reach it. This isn't for the money. This is just for fun. And if we do reach 1 million, then hell, we'll capitalize on that. A 5-second ad never hurt nobody.
Well, yeah, but 1 million is still something that takes people years.
Yes. Except, unless you're the Bread Boys. Took them a month.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, man. I mean, we find that abandoned shed. We can make money. We can take home the gold. I have some weaponry. You can stab me on camera. I mean, we can. I don't know. We can have fun. We can have a pet Russian.
Come here, my pet Russian. I have a gift for you.
Oh, look at how happy he is. Imagine a live action video to where it's just opens up, unlocks the shed, opens it up, and just Randy, and you just run at the camera out of the dark, screeching, and
no, I leap at you from the floor. You look down, and there's just my chin in the light.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, there, I did it. I said it. I'm in, boy.
He's in, boys. He did it. He said it.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
I crushed my own balls when I jumped in my seat.
What?
I literally crushed my own balls. It hurts.
It's not a bit you crushed.
Yes, I literally, sat on my own balls. It hurts.
Slap my nads and call me Chad. That's quite the surprise.
Spank me Yeti and call me Freddy.
Pull my skin and call me Ben.
Wait a sec.
Yank my hair and call me Claire. I thought about a whole bunch of these, but I'm forgetting them currently. They
pull my ears and take me to Sears.
Oh no. Yank my nails and get me the mail. And look at that, about an hour in. We're kind of fizzling out a touch. Quick, we need a conversation.
Well, what do you think these rhymes have been?
They haven't been conversation. They haven't filled me with elation.
They haven't gotten you your satisfaction.
That didn't rhyme with that didn't.
Yes, I know. It was a reference to the song called Satisfaction.
Satisfaction?
Yes. It's a really old song.
Who's it by?
I don't remember, but it was it had really sexual lyrics, but the video was power tools. It was ladies with less clothes than they should have on.
Less clothes than the Lord permits.
Using power tools.
Would it make me disappointed in them?
A little bit, because it's just like the holding hands before marriage thing. But you shouldn't.
Listen. We talked about this off camera. We don't mention that on here. We don't mention holding hands before marriage. We don't want to endorse that. Think of the children.
Well, yes, of course. We're not endorsing it. We're saying that it's bad.
Well, yes, but I mean, it's so bad that I start to shake horribly when you mention it. I'm filled with incoherent. I'm sorry, Randy. You have to die now. You mentioned it. You posted cringe.
We start battling over who posted cringe.
I have the power of.
I have the powers of God and enemy on my side, so don't muck with me. So don't muck with me.
I pull out a Bible.
Oh, God damn it. and then it comes a light and I just die because I said the Lord's name in vain.
Nah, it's because you said hand holding for me. I mean, yes, of course. Well, both. Little of column A, little of column B.
And to throw you for a real loop, a little bit of column I.
You remember the meme guy? His name starts with a J. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know an alternate name for him. Looks like a Kevin. Okay, I'll just cut this out. But his name's the meme man.
The meme man.
Yeah. Freshman year, he hung around us. Tall man, sort of hunched over a little bit. Black hair, brown eyes.
Oh, okay. I remember. Is it the really tall with the long hair?
Well, not necessarily long hair, but semi-long hair. Or it was closer.
Crap.
Okay, I feel bad for saying this, but this is the point of why I bring him up. He talked a lot about school shootings. Almost an alarming amount.
That's quite.
Do you remember him?
That's quite the thing to say about someone. I'm
talking about my experience here. He talked about school shootings almost an alarming amount.
Almost?
Mm-hmm. Well, the way that he talked about him was... Well, no, I mean, he made jokes about it, so I can't really, Dog, Sir, please refrain from nutting in my bedroom. Fat nut. Fat cum.
The fattest cum. I'm just killing you because you're trying to drink water while I'm making you laugh. Now, laugh!
Okay, by the way, this is a good opportunity again to remind you folks, stay hydrated out there. Drink your water. Eat your vegetables. Believe in communism.
Yes.
And the Lord while you're at it.
No, comrade. Lord no exist in communism. Lord, Gulag.
Then I'm going to the Gulag.
Yes, comrade. God go to Gulag. Why do you think Motherland's so great?
I feel bad because that's like, it's not good to say, but again, like,
That's so true.
it sounds, no, it just sounds so bad.
God, Gulag. Oh no.
Oh man, that's funny and all, but like, now I have to kill you for heresy.
Oh crap.
Alright.
What do I defend myself with? I have a hat and I'm not afraid to use it.
You die for heresy now.
You just kill me.
Yes, for heresy. And blasphemy.
You know, it'd be really funny if
frankly,
I used
that's not necessarily heresy, that's just blasphemy. Which I don't support in any method.
God, Gulag.
Stop!
You keep this sword here just in case I say it again.
Yes, for those of you who can't see us.
He literally drew a sword on me.
Yes, specifically I think this is a Wakazishi. Because I'm into anime. Pushes up glasses.
Yes. And then they gleam in the light.
Hold on a second, let me see if I can... Nah, probably not.
No.
Just turn the floodlights on behind you.
The floodlights. I just blind us both.
Well, you're not.
Well,
not facing
they would
towards
bounce off of your glasses and just kill me.
I have rays.
I would take 6 million radiant damage.
Oh no. What exactly is radiant in the context of Dungeons and Dragons?
It's like the light starts burning you. It's just it's like getting shot by a gamma ray.
I see. It's too wholesome. Well, don't yell now, comrade.
Oh no!
So now that we have the rest of our lives for essentially the next 3 months, the rest of our lives, at the rate things are going, what do you plan to do with your time? What's on your summer to-do list, dude, bro?
Probably a whole lot of nothing, because I want to go to college in person, and I want a job before I do that, and guess what I can't do neither of while the government's still like, hey, you know how there's a virus that isn't actually hurting anyone? Well, we're going to regulate everything because of it.
So the only part of that I disagree with is the hurting anyone. It's kind of the death toll is kind of high. And by kind of, I mean like...
It kills 3 out of 1,000.
Still, the total is like a neat high score. And if you're hitting a high...
Oh, hey, you know why the number is so high? It's because people will just die from something else, and they'll be like, oh yeah, it's coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's probably closer to the hundreds.
Well, even so. I mean, I thought they were using up restrictions, but I guess not. Well, I mean,
they are in
and then
lots
protests
of
kind
places,
of started up, and people are like, okay,
and now they're locking everything down for a different reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling that because there are a whole bunch of bricks just, conveniently squared up in certain places, that the governments are facilitating it so they could lock us down more.
Wait, facilitating what? Like the bricks?
No, the riots part of the protests. Because,
why would they facilitate it, though? What would they...
control. Because they could use it as a reason to put in more nasty laws.
Mm-hmm. That just kind of sickens me, though, if that's the case. I don't really...
Yeah, it's actually, cops have been recorded to where they're, with truckloads of bricks to, put down.
I could have sworn, though, that I saw somewhere that was the protesters doing, because it made it... Because cops with their dummy-thick riot gear can't really, move around that well. They can take the damage, but they can't... But they lack mobility. Which is, the sacrifice you make.
There are videos of cops putting bricks down.
Oh, I see. I thought you were about to talk about the, videos of cops doing things that are illegal.
Setting up for protests. Or, setting up to start riots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a cop who was like dressed in all black.
Sorry.
Here, you get a second hat for that one.
I'm wearing 2 hats.
Yeah.
I'm Aaron, and I'm wearing 2 hats. All right, I'll
Aaron,
just wear 2 hats.
who's wearing?
Mm-hmm.
To where this like cop, he was in police boots, but like he was dressed in all black and he had a mask on. But then you take one look at him from the front and you could just see the whiteness poking out of his mask. And you know, he was just there with a knife breaking open windows for no reason.
Speaking of breaking open, like, you know, and breaking and looting and all that, did you see Jake Paul got arrested for looting?
Yes.
It's kind of funny.
That was hilarious. I'm like, bro.
Like, I can't help but think of, like, the sheer buffoonery that is at play there. And it's like, it's just, you can't help but laugh. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, the only people looting are the dirt bags. And, well, I mean, that proves to everyone. Dirt bag.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, if I were in that kind of position, I probably would. Like, if I really needed to steal to get by.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean...
But the things they were stealing weren't things that they needed. It was just, like, nonsense, like gaming consoles.
Well, I think that more or less, like, the people who were doing it were more or less... There were, you know, at least a portion of people doing it to make a statement. You know? The people who were going...
What statement do you make by attacking your local businesses? You don't. You're just an asshole.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're right.
If you want to make a message, put up a sign.
Well, I think that...
you know, what I kind of hate about protesters in this country is they like blocking off roads. Like in Japan, you just do not do that. That's literally bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you do not do. If you want to protest, stay on the fucking sidewalk.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay on the fucking sidewalk.
Well, at the very least, as far as, like, the message that it sends, or I think that, you know, the reason why it's kind of broken out, or at least what a couple of hours on Twitter has led me to believe, is, what you would call it, is that, you know, it's just because, dang, I lost my second hat. But,
I just wanted to put it on.
No, you're good. It's just more, a case of just, you know, they don't know how else to make their voices heard. And I think from that perspective, I could understand it. But there are definitely, like, there are, like, videos of, like, people who are very clearly going and taking advantage of the hysteria to commit theft and not even, you know, to send a message other than, like you said, that they're an a-hole.
Yes, like, but the thing is, you're just attacking Target. Well, what's that going to do? Mm-hmm. What message is that sending? It's not. Like, it's literally not sending a message. It's just you hurting someone else for no goddamn reason.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like, if you really want to take a jab at police, put all that towards, you know, targeting the police stations. They can't kill 1 million of you.
I mean...
They can't arrest you either. But, you know, because you're storming it, they would probably start shooting.
Well, yeah, but the issue is that they've, you know, been arresting a lot of people.
They haven't arrested all of them.
Well, of course. It's just a bad situation all around, I think.
I
think it's one of those situations where there's no, like, sense of, like, one person is clearly all in the right.
Yes. But really what hurts me is I heard this story of, like, an entire, like, swath of peaceful protesters. They were just arrested. Like, they were all led up to a bridge where they all, you know, got zip-tied and put away.
Mm-hmm. I've seen also where, like, you know, police are just, like, driving by peaceful protesters and just shooting tear gas at them. And, like, you know, shooting at them with rubber bullets.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's... Definitely, I think that the police are not helping themselves. I don't, like...
They're not helping anyone else either. They're just...
They're literally only adding fire to the fuel.
Yeah.
Fire to the flame. Fire to... Well...
Fuel to the flame.
Yes, fire to the fuel. They're adding fire to the fuel. I'm clearly smonks.
Smonks?
Yeah, smart.
Smart. We're smooth brains here.
They can tell that I have my high school diploma. Not even.
We can't even get to high school. Well, we can.
We go there, and we ask them nicely for it. And if they say no, then we walk away and come back later.
What? That's so normal. It's just that voice doesn't fit those actions.
I'm aware. I think it's funny.
Well, it's just cringe. In fact,
No. That's my blade. No, don't touch my blade. Don't touch my blade.
in fact,
Observe. Die, heretic.
wrong blade, Crusader. Oh, my apologies. Pulls out a claymore.
I come from the west.
the West.
Well, the far west. The super duper far west. The long way around west. Because remember, east is just the wrong way west.
Wrong way west?
Yes.
You mean long? No, you stupid American. I mean wrong.
West.
That says west, Patrick.
That says west, me boy. SpongeBob me Bob, I've overdosed on ketamine and I'm going to die now.
SpongeBob me Bob, I've overdosed on bath salts and I'm seizing in the bathroom. I didn't quite have it correct there.
No, the phrasing was right, but I don't think the voice was quite right.
Yeah,
The voice was right out.
It's because I was trying to do his more he kind of has two voices. Because he has it to where he's like talking in a more shrill voice, and then his SpongeBob me Bob, I've overdosed on bath salts and I'm seizing in the bathroom.
Let's see, I'm trying to think of another one.
Or like that video I sent everyone.
Keep the volume down, son.
I'm sorry, I lost the slider a long time ago. It's just that way.
I legitimately thought you were about to say I lost the sauce a long time ago.
The sauce.
Sir, I'm sorry. I'm lost it. So, what are
The
you
sauce?
doing? No, you're just standing.
It's not always about the sauce, Cloud.
Listen, a man can be lost without the sauce, but that same man, the phrasing it, a man is lost without the sauce, but that same man can also be lost within the sauce. I think that, one of my friends in my Algebra 2 class, he just hit me with that, nugget of wisdom, and I was like, I was a changed man from that moment.
Changed man.
I just love calling, source just sauce. I want to know, who just decided it's the sauce. The sauce is done.
Sauce?
Well, let's be honest here. It's the sauce that really makes life worth living.
Yes.
I want to know,
because
people,
without the sauce, it just ain't right.
People tell us, is this podcast, what's the sauce for this podcast?
Yes.
That's a big question, is is one of us the sauce? Or is it the conversation we have? Or what is it? What is the sauce? Why is he here? He lost.
Where am I?
We do an episode of Tangents where it's just you and I just behaving we're actual amnesiacs and we don't know who or where we are.
What is this fucking thing?
Our friends kidnap us and just force us to make, as soon as we hit major growth, our friends just kidnap us, put us in a bunker, and force us to make the funny man content 24/7.
It's like, well, you're not gonna stop shitting out money, huh?
Can you please as you do?
Can you please as you do?
Do please you can as you. Do as you please you can. Can you do as you please you? Can you do as please you? You do as please you can.
Can you please as you do? Do please you can as you.
Let's see.
You can
please.
You can
as.
Please as. You do can please as.
Anyway, okay, so for the people who do not have context, meaning all of you, we're sort of making fun of one of our friends because you
please do.
He responded with, you can do as you please, and we decided to have funny with it by changing up the sentence.
You do as please you can.
Can you do as please you? Do as you please you can. Do please you can as you. Can you please as you do? Oh, that's a question. That's a real question. Can you please as you do? Well, as you do, can you please?
Do.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Please, can you as you do?
Well, since it's one of the things that we kind of do every podcast, I think this has been like the best podcast so far. We're just getting better and beber. We
Yes,
just get like
definitely.
a fine wine. I just get better with age. We just get better with age.
So I don't know the lyrics.
We could probably learn the lyrics. We enter instead of
We learn the Cyrillic language.
and he messed it up. The man who started it, he messed it up. There's 2 U's in that sentence.
As please do you, can you? There's 2 U's. Whoa. Oh shit. You should have said treason.
Nah, I prefer cringe. It's a way more offensive. You know, and when you think about it, it kind of is like that. Youngins these days, they don't care about treason. Treason is just Tuesday. But cringe, dog, that's lifelong.
Yes. You never get out of the cringe.
I definitely don't think that younger, any of, like, even me from last year, I don't think that I would be able to understand current day me. You broke the knob again.
Well, it's not even I broke the knob again. I just pulled off the already completely broken knob.
Time to die.
Absurd.
Speaking of dying, and, you know, us just somehow being okay, I don't know how I'm still okay, though, but we can work that out later. Anyway, I just love that the Bread Boys have added lore. I love that so much. They, like, read the comments, and you can tell, like, they read the comments and thought, this is pretty good. And they just built upon it. And it's so funny.
It's honestly great at this.
It's honestly the least cringe.
Yes. Yosh, 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 yosh.
Yosh, 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 yosh.
Sormed.
Mm-hmm. I guess at the end of each of our podcast, one of us is just going to have to die instead of, you know, you cringe, you die.
Yes.
It's help! It's making me cringe, Dutch. I think that's something that we could do for the rest of the podcast is talk like we're Red Dead 2 characters. I'll be John Marston. I almost forgot his name for a moment. His voice sounds like
Arthur
Sandman.
Morgan. Well, so long as I can keep it up.
Huh. Guess I'm the new host of Kecker Cringe. Show us your memes.
All right, let's see what's in my drive.
I mean,
It doesn't even sound
I love it.
Oh, well, our bit's done.
Mm-hmm. I love committing to bits. Like, long-term commitment for bits is the best, which is exactly what this podcast is. Just a long-term commitment to a bit.
Yes, definitely. You know, that's why we're still friends. It's commitment to a bit.
Literally making puns.
Yes.
And that's the real foundation of friendship.
Uh-huh. I mean, you know, sometimes you just gotta play with your words. And so long as you have somebody to do it with, it's all fun.
Mm-hmm. As long as they consent, too. That's a big thing. It's untold.
Wrong battlefield.
Love is a battlefield?
Yes. In a certain sense, it definitely is.
I think it'd be fun to watch you try to ride a unicycle.
Just me breaking several of my bones.
Well, I remember back where I used to live that, like, I was doing, like, a college campus visit or whatever because that was just something that, you know, I think that... I can't remember the context of why, but, like, we just did. It happened. It was unimportant, the why, only that, you know, the where and the how. But what was I going to say? What was I talking about before?
Unicycles.
Oh, yes. Yeah, there was just straight up a man just unicycling, and he was good at it. He was stellar at it. I think there was like maybe like a squadron of people, or what do you call a group of people like riding a bunch of unicycles?
It's just a gaggle of unicyclers.
I was gonna say, the circus.
The clown college.
Well, it's Alabama. It's all the clown college.
Yes.
Not to shame people who attend college in Alabama, but it's the clown college.
The entire state is the clown college. No, I'm just kidding.
Jamboree.
I'm just kidding. Detroit, Michigan is the true clown college.
How so?
It literally has the lowest literacy rate in the country.
Really? It really does?
Yes.
Oh. It actually has. Oh, that's kind of out of left field.
That hurts, honestly. Like, goddamn.
Oh, come on. Language.
I did it again. I'm sorry, Lord. I just have to use your name in vain sometimes.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Just casually put your hand on your sword.
My knuckles are just absolutely white with rage. I do like the anime thing of I unsheathe the blade just a little bit and I put it back and you're just cut.
No, I'm dead. I'm diced.
But still somehow the next episode you're just alive and well.
Yeah. All right, a moment of silence is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a ghost now.
Nah, you haven't died quite yet.
Quite yet?
No, that happens at the end of the episode in approximately...
I don't know, something like...
13 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so exactly 1 hour and 30 minutes on our clock. Yeah, Randy dies.
Yeah, that's spoilers right there.
Mm-hmm. You wake up one morning, just the Grim Reaper. Spoiler alert, you're going to die later today. Have fun with it.
And I'm like, is there any way I can prevent it?
Or wait, even better, you're going to die tomorrow. Have fun with it. And you wake up the next day and it's the same. It's Groundhog Day. Would you still be up for the podcast if today was Groundhog Day? Like if you woke up tomorrow and it was today again?
I'd probably let you know. Hey man, it was supposed to be tomorrow, but it's still today. I'm gonna be busy figuring things out.
I don't know. I always think like, oh yeah, question. I don't know if I've asked this before, but how many times of living the same day would it be before you just decided to try killing yourself to see if it worked? If ever.
The first one. All right. Here, let me put it this way. I'm not ready to live my day over and over again. I want it to be the next one already. And honestly, drastic situations called for drastic measures.
Just the first day, you're just gonna...
I just wake up and I'm like, something feels way too familiar.
Who can it be?
Oh, I'm just like, I look at the
day.
time and I'm like, that didn't actually change. All right.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm doing it again. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm cringing. Nah.
Cring.
I decided that it would probably be 4 days for me before I decided to try toaster bath. And believe me, toaster bath would be the way to go. Like, I think that's objectively the best way to go. I don't think that we should be talking about the best way to kill yourself because I think that that's a bit of like just a bad message to send.
I have a feeling that the current, like even if you connected like 3 extension cords together so you could pull it straight from the breaker rather than being limited by GFCI, there's a limit before the toaster just can't like supply electricity anymore. And I have a feeling that being in a bath full is not quite as deadly as just sticking your hands in it because it has to get around the water first.
Well, I'd find out. But also, why do you think it would take me 4 days? I need to find out how to install an electrical socket closer to the bath. Again, we do not endorse suicide in any capacity on here.
We're talking about extreme circumstances, though, like a Groundhog Day event.
Well, even then, it's probably not the best.
Or I guess what's similar is White Sawdustle.
I was trying to go for a serious moment to let them know that we're not like endorsing. Like,
all right, here, let me put it this way. What is it? I'm not gonna mince my words here. Don't kill yourself. That's bad.
Yes. There are people who are willing to listen. I'm having to fight not to answer like the bad, like to add on the bad thing of, but we're not one of them. Just kidding. I think that Randy or myself would probably be willing to listen, but in all honesty, Randy would probably be the better one to handle that.
Yeah.
You have some pretty like sage advice. And you're good about
like basically, I mean, if you kill yourself, how can you witness it getting better?
Mm-hmm.
Yet, like, literally.
Well, I think the issue is it's the nihilism and the worry that it will not get better.
Yeah, but you don't know. There's always going to be a part of your life that's left up to chance.
Yeah.
Always.
Right. And that right there is pretty much why Randy would probably be better. I don't know. I kind of have religion, and that's, something that, keeps me going, admittedly.
But religion or not, you can always get lucky.
Well, I'm kind of odd. I view luck as sort of grace with God. Extraordinary grace.
Of course. You can just say, all right, enough suffering. Boom!
Yeah. Or like,
that's luck.
Yeah. That's just how it be sometimes.
But, I mean, whether you think God's doing it or not, you can still end up with a lucky break.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it, that hit too hard.
Yeah.
Taking psychic damage!
Why are you taking psychic damage?
Because I had to talk about real shit for a sec.
Well, I mean, we kind of went again. I mentioned earlier, like, we're not going to really get into political stuff or, like, kind of how the world's going, are we? And you're like, we don't need to. And then, not, like, hour later, here we are. Or, I mean, at least when we were talking about the riots and stuff, that, I mean, like, but then again, I can't...
That's not really politics, just it's assholes. Like, literally.
Yeah.
It's not talking about, big man in the government seat being a douche. It's talking about the people that we interact with being a douche.
Yeah.
And who the hell interacts with a government official? That's right, no one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I saw these pictures online where it was like, oh, it all makes sense, and it's like, I don't know. I mean, what's his name? Trump's son? Barron, I think it is. He's Batman. He's set up to be Batman. He's set up to be the Batman. Like, he's literally the son of, like, $1 billion company. It could happen.
Isn't Don Jr. more set up to be Batman?
I don't know. I don't know. Is he? I don't know. I think he kind of has his own thing going.
I think it's his other children that are managing the business while he's away.
Also, I think that, like, I think it's, like, Barron Trump is, like, really tall. I think he's, like, over 6 feet, and I don't think he's that old. He has the genes. He has the hyped. He has the stamina.
At least for now.
Listen, I'm sorry, Randy. I just can't keep doing this with you. I don't think you have the stamina. No, you don't have the stamina. No, I don't believe you have the stamina. You can't have the stamina. You lack the stamina, and so until you can get the stamina, we can't do this anymore.
All right, that's it. I have to kill you with my bare hands.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I think that is like one of the funniest like instances of like the way that like Trump talks is just going on about not having the stamina. I love that so much. It's just funny. Out of context and in context, it's funny. Yeah.
Honestly, campaigning Trump is best Trump. That's where we laugh the most.
Mm-hmm. Well, because he kind of goes for the jugular, but at the same time, like, it comes across as having the funny. And that's essential. Yeah,
he cuts his opponent down in a way that just makes you laugh.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, did you see? Biden got the Democratic vote. It's him going up against Trump, and
he's gonna get destroyed. They really should have just let Sanders win, and then they pay him enough money to control him.
I worried that the way that I think that Trump's image has kind of taken a pretty steep nosedive with all this.
But
that's been going on.
He's not forgetting what state he's in and calling black people not black.
I mean, you're right.
We started talking about politics. We need to kill ourselves. Come on. Here, you first.
Okay. Yeah, well, how will I know that you're going to kill yourself after me? I have no proof.
You can watch me as a spirit before God says, okay, off to hell.
Oh, I would like to believe that I am not.
You killed yourself. You go to hell on that alone.
Mm. Well, yeah. Spikes me down.
He's like, yes, I just saw you kill yourself. Goodbye.
What if this is just purgatory?
We're already dead.
I mean, it's something that's occurred to me. That what if we're just already dead? And this is just reliving our lives and trying to fix the things that went wrong.
Well, how the hell do you fix memories? It's just like sitting in the shower, thinking back on arguments that you could have done better in.
And then you beat your meat. Then you just kind of weep.
Yeah, you cry. You literally cry.
Well, okay. I've never cried in the shower, but I sure as heck have sat down on the shower floor, crossed my legs, and thought about what's wrong with me. Joking aside, that has happened twice, and it was necessary. Because, it just kind of acts like it's the universe's way of turning it off and back on again. Or installing a patch update.
Yes.
I'm worried you have a lot of notifications.
Yes, son, it's time to get your helmet.
Oh, wait, you just got the notification for Sunday time you get your own helmet?
Yes.
I got
that. It's probably not just.
They put that out yesterday. The YouTube notifications
I got it
are
for today. Not now, but today. That's a problem.
I see.
I probably forgot to hit the bell.
Taste the power of Sunny D.
Taste the power of power!
Okay, don't do that.
Mirio's best character.
See, I think our issue so far...
It's too bad they took his quirk away so early.
See, I think our issue so far, another issue why we haven't hit it big, like the YouTube dream promised. Clearly, it's because we lack commitment. I decided that the best way to do that would be to kill you first. Okay, so we're gonna commit. Believe. It's for the views.
You just strike me down.
But you come back the next episode. Well, there's only 2 minutes left. Any last words?
Last words.
I just start sharpening my blade. Sharpens blade with holy power.
You just pull it out and you burn it sharp.
That would be funny. Wait, let me get closer to the camera. I think that barely even registered. Yeah. What is it about getting close to it that just nullifies it?
It's because it hates it whenever you make a sudden noise. Like that would have registered because there was a lot of noise with it.
I see. Give me back the blade. I'm still going to be murdering you in exactly...
All right, you die.
No, wait, no. This isn't how that's supposed to work. I'll just do like in the anime, and I'll catch it with my hands.
Just catch nothing. You'll die.
That actually doesn't work. Like they proved that trying to catch a blade with your hands, it just doesn't work. It would actually just cut the extra skin on your palms.
Yeah.
It would cleave.
If your blade, although what you could do is
come closer to the mic,
I've seen it more realistically done, to where it's coming at you, and rather than use your freaking fingers, here, I'll turn the video capture on real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Well, no, it's fine. It's fine. It would be showing. It's okay.
Like that. Wow, that's a lot of editing.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll get my face out of the... Like, catching a blade like that is really stupid. Because what happens is, if it's going with enough force to cut, it'll just go right through and, like that. Well, no, don't do that yet.
It's fine.
I'm going
it's fine.
to explain.
It's fine. It's
All
fine.
right, but the real way to catch a blade is it's coming in, and you go like this.
Well, you put the tips of your hands together.
Yeah. So you're not like
Wait,
literally.
really? Would that work?
If you do it with enough force, you would be able to stop it, and it wouldn't cut you.
I see. You just hold your hands backwards. You just do it actually just completely wrong, but it still works.
I need to turn the video.
Oh, it's 1:30. I'm sorry, but it's an hour and 30 minutes. Randy, time to die. Why won't you die? How are you still alive?
Don't you get it? We're in the living room.
I hate you.